We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that lands in the end zone, so the opening drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Fred Warner in on the tackle.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 34. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Well, he's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Barkley, toss play left. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
At the line of scrimmage.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
And incomplete.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the left hash, this from 46.
A 46-yard attempt.
And Gano is going to miss this one left. Oh, it's no good for Gano. And this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And some room to work. He's got daylight. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Jones. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Made the tackle.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you'd want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
3-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Niners 7, Giants nothing.
Four receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Throwing, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. T.Y. Hilton. 72 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They hand it off to Mostert, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches. inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Garoppolo out wide here to Samuel. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Complete.
19 yards that time for number 19.
19 yards.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
42-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Completes it to Coleman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a 19 right. It's going to be a long day. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Let's go, D. Mike 54.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
56, check 56.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
And a 49er first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Giants.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or do you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
16 yards, a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And this one is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Play 56, play 56. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
To throw again, Jones. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Intercepted.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
James has got it. Complete. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 42-yard line.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
On the jump ball. Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a give to Mostert running right. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo. And that's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And that is incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Take it at the 37. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. From just shy of midfield, Jones, incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle, the Pro Bowl tight end, and it's 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
At the 37-yard.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the 1st down. Well done all the way around.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
A gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
A yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's
normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Giants 10.
So after 2 unsuccessful attempts, this time he's able to find the range, and he gets his guys the lead.
And we wondered whether those 2 misses will come back to haunt him. They still might, but at least he's able to get some sort of redemption and get his guys back in front.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st down, 40.
Mostert. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's got this to the rookie from ASU, Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st down, San Francisco.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
17-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Once again, it's Mostert. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made at the 16.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On the play. And the 49er first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Barkley on 1st down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
No gain.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
35-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Open man is Samuel, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And Deebo Samuel's another one of those young receivers that not only looks like a running back, but plays like one after the catch. And he had one of the best seasons among 2019's rookie receivers. Just over 800 yards receiving, but by the time the playoffs hit, He'd become WR1 for the 49ers, and now with the departure of Emmanuel Sanders, that should give him even more looks. Look for him to catch the ball downfield and also take it out of the backfield.
Tevin Coleman, the ball carrier. The tackle made by Monte Nicholson. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
the Niners on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yard line.
Play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
On first down, Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of the credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
24 yards.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
49ers.
Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
Down San Francisco.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. The 40, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Complete.
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. This is Coleman with the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And Barkley did not get there.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. So a victory here for for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Giants, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.